morning. Good morning, sweet people. I am fixing to take some leftover biscuits, and I'm going to show y'all something in a minute that some of you have never seen before. I'm going to eat 3 biscuits this morning, and these are leftover biscuits. So I'm going to cut them in 2. Y'all get down here where you can see. There you go. I'm going to cut them in 2 like this, or I just split them in 2 like that. I've got my oven set on broil. Let me get down like this so I can see y'all. I've got my oven set on broil. And I've got to eat some breakfast because I've got somewhere I've got to go. And I'm hungry. So I'm just going to cut off a little piece of cheese here. And cut the ends of it off, and I'm going to show y'all what I'm going to do. Well, first I always put just a smidgen of butter on mine. Let me do that. I forgot to do it. I like a little butter. Even with the cheese, I like it. So, hope everybody's doing good this morning. I surely do. If it tears up, don't worry about it. Just eat the crumbles or whatever. All right, now I'm going to put some cheese on it. Like this. And I had somebody that gave me some fig preserves, and I'm gonna put just a little bit of that on the top of it. I like it, and it will be really super good. Well, am I gonna get it cut or not? I don't want any of the red stuff on it. All right, so I do it like that, and then I'm gonna get a spoon. And I'm going to put just a little bit of this fig preserves that was given to me on each little biscuit. Just a little bit. You don't want too much, but it just gives that cheese a really nice little flavor. And the little sweet, and it's all going to kind of run together. Am I having a hard time? Y'all ever eat 3 biscuits? Well, here's the thing. My biscuits are small. They're not a cat head biscuit. And I know some of your grandmothers made cat head biscuits, didn't they? Well, I had one grandmother that made cat head and one that made little biscuits. So I'm just going to stick this on broil. I got my oven set on broil. And I was given these beautiful eggs. I've already eaten some of them. Homegrown eggs. From real chickens. Anyway, that's aren't they pretty? And I'm gonna cook them right here. And I am going to put me just a pat of butter in there, and I'm gonna eat 2 eggs today. And then I'm gonna show you something while I don't need to turn that on anyway right now because it's gonna take my oven just a minute. I want to show y'all these 2 things right here. Here they are. They were brought to me this week. Well, I was at the Cottle House when they brought them, and they're from Florida, and they were given to me by a follower. Well, when we started, when they gave them to me, I took one of each out of the sack that they brought them in, and I said, oh, look, I'm so excited. And there were several people at the table, several, that did not know what these were. So I'm going to tell you today, just in case you are one of those ones that don't know what they are. This one right here is called a satsuma. A satsuma. And they grow on a tree that's kind of bushy. And they grow in warm weather climates like Florida. So let me show you. Have y'all ever bought those things in the grocery store? They call them cuties. Well, here's a satsuma right here. I wanted you to just see this because I'm going to eat this for breakfast also. There. Turn my butter off. It'll be burned before you even get my eggs in it. Anyway, this is a satsuma. And then I'm going to tell you about this other one in just a minute. Right there. Isn't it pretty? And so sometimes they'll be in the grocery store in a sack, and they call them cuties or some kind of little something like that, but you could recognize them. They look kind of like what do you call it? I can't even think of the name of it. But they're not like an orange. So you just pull off a little wedge like this. Pop the whole thing in your mouth. There we go. It is so good. All right, this one, that little one right there, is called a kumquat. Some kumquats are elongated. In other words, they're a little like this, but they're about that long. They're skinny and long. And I used to have 2 kumquat bushes in my backyard that produced kumquats. And one crazy haired idea I got was because they were getting too bushy looking. I decided I was going to cut them back and let them come back. Well, I cut below the graft line. You know, some trees are grafted. In other words, this part, the root, is a different kind of tree. And this part's the kumquat, okay? They grafted them together. Well, when you're trimming a kumquat tree or any other kind of tree that's been grafted, and let's say this is the graft line right here where my sleeve is. If you cut below that graft line, you will never have your kumquats again because you cut that part off. All you're going to have to come up next year is just whatever that rootstock was. And I cut below, accidentally. I knew better, but I cut below that graft line. I cut it right there. I cut it off. So the next year, all I had on that bush were the longest, biggest thorns you have ever seen. I also did that one time, or George did, with a pear tree. And that tree never produced pears again. Only long thorns. So if you're buying something that's grafted, make sure you ask them if it's a grafted tree. And you'll see like a little knot looking thing down there close to the bottom of it. And that's the graft. So always cut above the graft if you're going to trim it. Anyway, so much for learning something today. Most of you already knew that. But in a kumquat, you eat the peeling and everything. I don't think there's a seed in here. You put the whole thing in your mouth, like that, and eat it. Gone. They are so good for you. If you eat 3 of these kumquats a day, it's right at 100% vitamin C that you needed for that day. If you eat these, you also get vitamin C. So you people that are wanting vitamin C, go to your citrus fruits. And if it's a kumquat, eat 3 of them. And don't worry about your vitamin C anymore that day. Look it up. Now, that's with eating the peeling. You don't peel these things, y'all. You do not peel them. Okay, that's getting about done. Got some in my tooth. So let's get over here and fry these good old home eggs. Home eggs, I'm telling you. I've got a little bit of butter in my skillet here. Get you back there where you can see. Put it on your eye. Get your flipper out. Try to find one. I've got all my stuff in here in a jar. I'll just use this one. And I'm going to pick me out 2 of these wonderful eggs that I've got right here. Let's try this real dark brown one. I don't know why I'm saying that. They all taste just alike if they're homegrown. And by the way, in case y'all are wondering, when you have fresh eggs, they can sit out on your counter for a long time, like several weeks, and they will not go bad. But if you ever wash the egg, if you wash them, you need to put them right in the refrigerator because they will not last. They have like a protective coating on it when it comes out of the chicken. So this egg will last, I mean, a long time. But if you wash your eggs, you need to put them in the refrigerator. So, lesson number 2. Lesson number 2. Let's look at our biscuits and see if they're kind of ready. Yep, they're ready. Ooh, they look good. Now you look at that and tell me that doesn't look good. Say you could put preserves on top or whatever you want, darling. It's really good. I think something happened with my movie thing right there. It looked like it was cutting you off or something. Let me re-show you these things. I just got them out of the oven. Here are our biscuits. See? Turn that down just a little bit for you. So this is the part my mama liked right there. The part that where the cheese came off of it and it got hard and crispy. Let's let's turn our eggs over. I want mine over easy. It's kind of sticking. I think I cooked something in my skillet the other day that I shouldn't have. Let's get out a little bit of salt and pepper. Where's my pepper? My young'uns have been here, so when they're here, I lose things. Y'all do that. They don't ever put them where I had them. I like a lot of pepper. We're going to turn the oven off and get us a little plate here. Let's put them in this one. That's as done as I want it. I don't like to cook them there so hard you feel like you're eating a chip. Okay. And here are our biscuits. Y'all are wanting some of these, aren't you? Y'all want some of these biscuits? Well, honey, go to my biscuit video on cooking with Brenda Gantt. Somebody that's scammers is going to be copying this, I know. But you're right now, they'll copy it. But listen, if it's a scammer, that means that it's not going to say Cooking with Brenda Gantt at the top, and if it does, it'll have some little bitty name right under it. But most of the time, it's somebody else's name I don't even know. There you go. Let's take a bite. Mmm. That little crunchy around the edge is so good. When I finish this, I am going to eat 3 more of those kumquats, and I'm going to finish my satsuma. So I'll have all the vitamin C that I need for today. This egg is giving me protein, big time protein. That little preserve on there tastes good. Gives it a nice little flavor. You can see that preserve real good on that one. See it? See? Okay, y'all. Remember, satsumas, there's the big one. Kumquats are the little ones. I'm going to eat 3 kumquats today. I'm going to eat 3 of these. And I'm going to finish this one. Oh, and something else I want y'all to look up. or ask Siri to show it to you. That white stuff that's in the inside of your grapefruit and your oranges and your lemons and your satsumas and your kumquats, that white that's in there gives you something that your body needs. So look it up. I want you to read what it says about all the nutrients in the white part. You could say, you can look up, tell me the nutritional value of the white part in an orange or something like that. And maybe it'll show you. Love y'all. Have a great day and have a great breakfast. Love you. Bye-bye.